6 things keeping you from making money in your lawn care or landscape business. Hey everyone, my name is Jacob Godar, and my channel helps contractors deliver and clients experience a luxurious everyday life through property transformations. Today we are talking about things that are keeping you from making money in your lawn care business or landscape business, either one. If you like the sound of that, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment that you subscribed. I want to personally thank each and every one of you, and hit that like button. So let's get right into it. Number 1, not having the correct man-hour rate. When I bring up man-hour rate, people think, well, I don't charge hourly. Yes, you do. Even if you don't bill hourly, when you estimate for a person's time. And you need to know what that rate is to recover all costs. I've got products at jacobgodar.com, budget calculator. I'm going to be coming up with an updated budget calculator that's got a walkthrough video of exactly how to use it. I've got a simple calculator. The Calculate Your Rate course is going to do the simple calculator and going over your mowing so you know exactly what to charge per hour. And that's one of the biggest mistakes is people go out and they just mimic what other people charge and then they charge that. Or even worse, they try to charge less so they get the jobs. Number 2. Are you ready to grow your business and transform your life? The waiting list just dropped for GrowCom, my new growth-based community exclusively for the lawn care industry, specifically for business owners just like you. Number 2, not having the correct time allocated for jobs. And how do you protect yourself from this? Well, fall cleanups, there's a ton of variables, right? You protect yourself by giving estimates, and estimates are, actually right here it says, I don't want to have the client's name on here, so I gotta make sure I cover it up, but on top of our estimate says, estimate, noun, a rough or approximate calculation, not an invoice or final statement. So even though no one likes it, an estimate isn't an exact price. It could cost more. And that's what a fall cleanup is because there's so many variables. So you charge hourly on top of that. So I estimate 5 man hours. If it goes over that, we bill at this rate. That's one way to protect yourself. If you're in a big project, well, if things are taking a lot longer, maybe it's because there was a problem. And maybe you should be trying to figure out where there was a need for a change order. Did we run into some kind of issue on our excavation that actually we need to charge more for because that says in our boilerplate that any kind of excavation issues, roots, rocks, anything that makes it excessively hard to excavate, we can make a change order for, or some kind of unforeseen thing that is change order worthy. You could add on to the job and help get back on track on your man hours if you underestimated or if there was something you didn't see. Number 3, weather. Weather can kill you. It can be so hard on mowing, it can be so hard on landscaping, and you really have to plan accordingly. You have to leave a little fudge factor. Maybe you need a 10% fudge factor in your landscaping job for when the weather hits, or maybe you need a plan for how we're gonna handle mowing when the weather hits. You know, something to make sure you can still drive a decent man-hour rate, a profitable man-hour rate to you when the weather's happening. You really need to know when to pull the plug when you're not making anything versus when you can still go out and operate. And it takes time. I make the wrong decisions sometimes, and that's because I like making fast decisions. And weather is something that it takes time to learn, but it can be a huge thorn in your side and can definitely keep you from making money. Number 4, employees. This is where it can be challenging. Your biggest variable is your labor. So it's all over the place. You never know what it's gonna be. You never know what's gonna happen, if someone's gonna be sick, this or that. But the one thing you can do is continue to refine your hiring process and continue to refine your training process. We just had a leader meeting the other night where we were talking to the team, the guys, the leaders. How do you wanna train people? What training should be required? What shop qualification should be required? You know, what certifications do we want to make sure these guys, when they get out there, they're doing a good job? What tests need to be involved with hiring someone? Do we need to have a mow team leader come in on a hire, and we do all of our hiring process, and then they take them out to a property or my house or something and see what they can actually do to verify they can do the job? What parts of that hiring process need to be in place to protect you from having a bad hire that just keeps you from making money? Number 5, equipment breakdowns. This is a big one. You gotta keep the stuff maintenance. We keep newer stuff if possible, and we have a mechanic that comes in at least 2 to 3 nights a week working on stuff, maintaining stuff, and fixing broken stuff. There's always gonna be broken stuff. There's always gonna be problems. You have to push the maintenance. You have to get better at the maintenance. I'm not the best. We need to always be getting better, and you need to continue to push the team to take care of stuff better, because it's so easy to rush. We rush and we don't take care of stuff, and we're trying to elevate that year on year on year on year where we're taking care of stuff better so there's less problems and everyone can make more money. Number 6, this is huge. You don't realize what 10 minutes a day or 10 minutes every 2 hours for a crew, for a team, for 20, for 30, for 100 can add up to. And this is loading and unloading. Having it set up at your shop to be as profitable as possible, to be as efficient as possible. One of our big things with everybody is to fuel at night. So not everybody is at the fuel tank in the morning and just standing there waiting, because no one is making money to stand there and wait. So loading at night's one of our big things, and we're pushing towards getting prepped with having bins and screened soil and materials and CA6 and CA7 so the guys can load at night, be ready, and roll out in the morning. It's all about spending all the time you possibly can every day driving revenue into the business. So those are the 6 ways to make sure you are making money in your business, that you are not losing money in your business. Take those, watch these 2 videos on the end screen, and I will see you all soon.